Hawaii, the very word seems to hum like a melody, soft and sunlit. This island chain, cast adrift in the Pacific, is more than a destination. It's a living artwork of nature, as the waves curl and break along black, volcanic sands, and the winds carry the scent of plumeria through the valleys. Hawaii reminds us that paradise isn't just a postcard. It's an experience that breathes, sings, and shimmers in every ray of sunlight. From the air, the islands look like emerald jewels dropped into a sea of sapphire blue. But each island has its own soul. Oahu, the heartbeat of modern Hawaii, blends the rhythm of city life with the call of the wild. Waikiki Beach hums with surfers chasing the perfect wave, while Diamond Head rises stoically in the distance, a volcanic sentinel watching over generations. A short drive away, the island slows, turning into quiet surf towns, where the ocean becomes not just scenery, but scripture. Then there's Maui, the island of valleys, lush, rolling, and framed by waterfalls that seem to fall from heaven itself. The Hana Highway, famous and winding, carries travelers through rainforests, where each bend reveals something new. Bamboo groves whispering in the breeze, cliffs that drop into turquoise coves, and rainbows that feel close enough to touch. Up above, Haleakala stands tall, a dormant volcano whose crater glows in the first light of dawn. Locals say that watching the sunrise from its summit is like watching the earth itself wake up, an experience that quiets the heart and stirs the spirit. The Big Island, or Hawaii Island, is raw creation in motion. Here, the earth is still being born. You can stand at Kalauea and watch molten rock pour into the ocean, steam billowing as fire meets water. It's a humbling sight. Nature at its most elemental, reminding us that the planet's alive and always changing. The Big Island isn't just about lava, though. Drive a few miles and you'll find snow-capped peaks on Mauna Kea, black sand beaches on Punalu'u, and lush coffee farms in Kona. Few places on Earth contain so many worlds within one horizon. Kauai, the Garden Isle, feels timeless. Wild cliffs, deep green valleys, and rivers winding through a labyrinth of forest. The Nepali coast, with its dramatic ridges rising sharply from the sea, looks untouched, as if painted by the gods themselves. You can hike its trails, paddle beneath its cliffs, or simply sit and listen to the ocean crashing below. And in those moments, you'll feel how ancient this land truly is. Kauai's beauty is not loud or showy, it's meditative, a reminder that paradise doesn't have to shout, it just needs to exist. Molokai and Lanai tell quieter stories. On Molokai, the pace of life slows to a whisper. You'll find traditional Hawaiian communities living close to the land, cultivating taro, fishing, and celebrating with hula under the open sky. It's a place that feels unchanged, where the essence of aloha, love, compassion, and unity is a way of life, not a slogan. Lanai, once known for its vast pineapple plantations, now balances luxury with solitude. Its beaches stretch empty and golden, its cliffs overlook the endless ocean, and time seems to dissolve with the tides. But Hawaii isn't just a collection of islands. It's a tapestry of spirit, people, and culture. The hula, for instance, isn't merely a dance. It's a story, a language of movement that speaks of creation, of gods and ancestors, of love and loss. The sound of the slack key guitar or the resonant strum of the ukulele adds warmth to the air, each note rippling like sunlight on water. And then there's the lei, not just flowers, but an offering of connection, a symbol of welcome, of gratitude, of shared humanity. Nature and spirituality weave tightly here. The Hawaiian people see the islands as aina, not just land, but something sacred, something living. Every mountain has a spirit, every wave a rhythm, every tree a voice. To visit Hawaii is to be reminded that we are not above nature, we are part of it. Whether you're standing at the base of a waterfall or walking barefoot along the shore at sunset, that feeling settles deep inside you. And then there's the music of the islands, soft and fluid, mixing ancient chants with gentle harmonies. It carries the heartbeat of the land, slow and steady, like waves against the shore. The songs of Hawaii aren't just sung, they're felt. They echo through luau's under the stars, through quiet evenings beside the ocean, through every breeze that dances over palm leaves. Beyond the beauty lies the resilience of the Hawaiian people. They've endured colonization, cultural suppression, and environmental loss, yet their spirit remains unbroken. The revival of the Hawaiian language, the return of traditional voyaging canoes like Hokulea, and the growing movement toward preserving native lands and traditions show how the islands are not relics of the past, but living, breathing symbols of identity. Ecologically, Hawaii is a miracle of isolation. Because of its remoteness, the islands evolved their own worlds of life. Birds with songs found nowhere else, plants that exist on a single ridge or valley. Yet that same isolation makes them fragile. Invasive species and human expansion have threatened this delicate balance, and protecting Hawaii's ecosystems has become a race against time. Conservationists, scientists, and native communities work together to preserve the coral reefs, forests, and wildlife that define this paradise. Underwater, another universe unfolds. Coral gardens bloom beneath crystal waters, home to sea turtles, manta rays, and vibrant schools of fish. Snorkeling in Molokini Crater or swimming off the Kona coast feels like floating through living color. The ocean here isn't just vast, it's intimate, full of movement and life. The chants of humpback whales, the shimmer of sunlight through the surf, and the slow sway of seaweed create an underwater symphony that few places on Earth can match. At night, Hawaii transforms again. Away from city lights, the skies open up to galaxies. On Mauna Kea, observatories peer deep into space, where scientists study stars and ancient light that traveled millions of years to reach us. The irony isn't lost. From an island chain born of fire and sea, humanity now looks upward, searching the heavens for understanding. And perhaps that's what Hawaii teaches best. Connection. Between land and sky, between people and nature, between the past, present, and the infinite horizon beyond. Every island, every wave, every breath of wind carries a sense of belonging, as if reminding you that paradise isn't a place you visit. It's something you remember, something already inside you. When you leave Hawaii, its rhythm lingers. You'll find it in the slow sway of your thoughts, in the calm between busy moments, in the quiet appreciation for beauty that doesn't need to be sought, only noticed. The islands change you, not with spectacle, but with serenity. So as the sun sets over the Pacific, painting the sky in strokes of orange and violet, and the last golden light glows on the waves, you understand, Hawaii is not just paradise because of what it shows, but because of what it awakens. The feeling of being alive, connected, and at peace with the world. It's a place where time melts into the tide, where every horizon feels like a promise, and every breeze carries the whisper of aloha, timeless, gentle, and eternal. As dawn breaks across the Hawaiian Islands, the air seems to hum with life. The world awakens slowly, roosters crowing in distant valleys, waves rolling rhythmically against the shore, the faint scent of rain clinging to the mountain breeze. There's something almost sacred about the morning light here. It doesn't just illuminate the land, it reveals it. The mist drifts lazily through the ridges, catching the first glimmers of sunlight, and the ocean turns from deep indigo to bright turquoise. It's as if the islands themselves are exhaling after a long, quiet night. One of the most magical experiences in Hawaii happens at this hour. The first paddle into the ocean. Locals take their outrigger canoes out before sunrise, cutting gently through the still waters. The paddles dip in unison, their rhythm echoing across the waves. The glow of the horizon reflects off the sea like molten gold. To watch this is to see centuries of culture continuing, not as a performance, but as a way of life. Each stroke connects back to the ancestors who once crossed the vast Pacific, guided only by stars and instinct. By mid-morning, the islands burst into color and motion. Markets come alive with tropical fruits, papayas, pineapples, lychees, mangoes, guavas, their sweetness mingling in the air. Local artisans lay out handcrafted jewelry, woven lahala hats, and wooden carvings of tiki gods. Musicians tune their ukuleles and slack key guitars, their melodies blending with the laughter of children chasing waves. Hawaii isn't simply beautiful, it's alive in a way that feels contagious. The aloha spirit isn't just a greeting, it's an atmosphere, an invitation to slow down and feel connected to everything around you. In the uplands of Maui and the Big Island, vast coffee plantations stretch over volcanic soil. The scent of freshly roasted Kona coffee drifts through the morning air, rich and earthy. Farmers, many of whom have worked these lands for generations, take pride in every bean, knowing that the unique combination of altitude, rainfall, and lava-enriched earth creates a flavor found nowhere else in the world. The coffee here isn't just a beverage. It's a legacy, brewed from the same ground that once shook with fire. Then there are the waterfalls, countless, hidden, and impossibly beautiful. In Hawaii, water feels like a blessing. Streams snake through rainforests, plunge down cliffs, and scatter sunlight into rainbows. The Wailua Falls on Kauai, the Akaka Falls on the Big Island, and the secret cascades along the road to Hana all share one thing: a sense of serenity that silences thought. Stand near one long enough, and the roar of the water drowns out everything but awe. By afternoon, the beaches become a mosaic of life. Families gather under palms for picnics. Surfers scan the horizon for the perfect wave. Sea turtles glide lazily through the shallows, occasionally lifting their heads for a breath before disappearing again beneath the surface. On the north shore of Oahu, winter swells can reach over 30 feet, drawing surfers from around the world. To watch them ride those towering walls of water is to witness the dance between courage and nature, equal parts harmony and defiance. As the sun dips lower, Hawaii's landscapes shift into gold and amber hues. The fields of sugarcane sway in the wind, the volcanic peaks glow under the fading light, and the ocean seems to stretch infinitely. Locals and visitors alike often gather for the sunset, not out of habit but reverence. There's a stillness that falls over the islands at this hour. Conversations soften, music fades, and even the waves seem to hush as if honoring the day's end. When night descends, another side of Hawaii awakens. Bonfires crackle on the beach. The sounds of hula drums and chanting echo under the stars. The sky itself becomes a spectacle, galaxies scattered like diamonds across the black. In rural parts of the islands, away from city lights, the Milky Way is so vivid it feels close enough to touch. Ancient Hawaiians once used these stars to navigate thousands of miles across the Pacific, guided by constellations like Hakalea, Arcturus. Today, astronomers study the same skies from observatories on Mauna Kea, peering into the universe's deepest mysteries. What makes Hawaii truly unforgettable isn't just its beauty, but its balance. The islands exist between worlds, ancient and modern, volcanic and oceanic, spiritual and tangible. Here, the Earth's power and the ocean's calm coexist in harmony. You can hike through a forest filled with bird songs one moment, then dive into coral gardens the next. You can watch a volcano breathe smoke into the sky, and hours later, sip fresh coconut water beneath a banyan tree. Hawaii's cuisine mirrors this balance, a reflection of its diverse people and histories. You'll find traditional Hawaiian dishes like poi, poke, and lau lau, alongside Japanese sushi, Filipino adobo, and Portuguese malasadas. The islands are a melting pot of flavors, each biting a blend of cultures that found home here. A luau isn't just a feast, it's a celebration of unity. Roasted kalua pig, taro leaves, music, and laughter shared under torchlight, where the sound of the ocean becomes part of the song. Yet beyond the postcard perfection lies a deeper truth. Hawaii's story is also one of struggle and resilience. The Hawaiian monarchy's overthrow, the loss of native lands, and the fight for cultural recognition left deep wounds. But in recent years, there's been a powerful resurgence. The Hawaiian language, once nearly lost, is now taught in schools. Traditional navigation, farming, and hula have found new life. The younger generation carries their heritage with pride, not as nostalgia, but as a compass for the future. For travelers, Hawaii offers more than escape. It offers perspective. To stand before a volcano or swim in the Pacific's vastness is to feel both small and connected. It reminds us that nature doesn't belong to us. We belong to it. Every grain of sand, every wave, every whisper of wind carries stories older than memory. And as the islands continue to evolve, through fire, water, and time, they invite us to evolve too, to slow down, to listen, to care. As the final light of day fades, you might find yourself sitting quietly by the shore. The ocean moves in slow breaths. The stars reflect off the water like scattered fire. And in that moment, you understand that Hawaii isn't simply a destination, it's an awakening. It draws something gentle out of you, something ancient and human. The islands don't just show you beauty, they remind you that beauty has always been there, waiting, just beneath the surface of your own stillness. Hawaii is paradise not because it's perfect, but because it's alive, endlessly changing, endlessly giving, endlessly reminding us to see the sacred in the ordinary. Whether it's the laughter of children playing in the surf, the scent of rain on lava rock, or the quiet hum of the ocean at night, every moment feels like a heartbeat, a pulse of the earth itself, steady and eternal.